This episode is brought to you by Google Pixel, the official fan phone of the NBA and WNBA. The new Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro are built different. How? Take the Audio Magic Eraser tool. It helps block out distracting crowd noise so your play-by-play commentary sounds crystal clear. The only phone engineered by Google brings out the audio you care about so your videos sound as crisp as they look. Learn more at googlestore.com/Pixel NBA. Audio Magic Eraser requires Google Photos app. May not work on all audio elements.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on this article that I was kind of reading a little bit of. I skimmed through it because I was like, I didn't want to spend too much time reading it and frustrate myself, but it is a pretty frustrating article, more so concerning wrestling. I mean, that's why you overall clicked on this episode. I should have made sure I cleared that up and stuff. But anyways, no, I was reading an article where they were overall, I guess it was somebody behind the scenes in WWE that was saying that Bray Wyatt deserved to get released. And I'm like, fam, with what was going on in the world, plus what was going on in his personal life, like that's pretty low. Like that's pretty low. Like I'm saying, like this man's going through it. I believe that he also, all right, so let me just name off the things that I seen from him, and I'm like, bruh, like show a little bit more respect and sympathy for the man, because if bro was making y'all some money, all right? So that's what I'm thinking, because it was funny how in the article, whoever was talking about Bray Wyatt was saying that he's making millions and millions while he's not while he's medically flagged, pretty much saying that he ain't medically cleared to overall, wrestle and stuff. So my thing is this: why can't you guys have like a build up? Like that's the thing. I'm like, whoever is behind the creative writing in WWE, you guys aren't really taking your job seriously. I mean, you're having a company that just got started maybe a few years ago, second to you guys, has beaten out Impact, has beaten out other wrestling companies. They are second behind you, and that is AEW, okay? So you have that. So I'm saying, like, whoever it is that's saying these things, whether it's creative writing, or somebody of some high power, I don't know if it would necessarily be Vince McMahon, but if it's somebody, okay, whoever it is, like, bruh, Look at WWE right now. You guys are literally competing with the company that just got started a few years ago. Like, come on now. I'm saying, like, it's stuff like that where, I don't think you guys really sit down and think about these type of things. Like, come on now. So me personally, I don't think it would be a wise idea to talk on somebody, and I'm like, fam, look at all the issues that you guys got, where you literally have wrestlers coming out and talking against WWE. Like, look, I have nothing but respect for the WWE. I still watch it. I still love it. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of the wrestlers that they hire. But it just seems like that there's a lot of, like, negative, like, activity like going on. I mean, you got this Charlotte Flair situation. You got what other situations out there? I mean, you got things dating. You got this Dark Side of the Ring stuff where they're talking about like stuff that happened back in the day with wrestling. I mean, you got like all these different things that come out about WWE, and I'm like, fam, who are you guys to talk about a wrestler? I'm saying, like, in a wrestler that has, like, literally have given you guys views on YouTube. I'm like, let me just see something real quick. Let me just see if they got any videos of Bray Wyatt. Because if so, I'm like, you guys are still actively making money off of him to this day. Yes, you guys still got videos of his up on YouTube. Bray Wyatt's most horrifying moments. Bray Wyatt and his children's choir serenade John Cena. Full match, Finn Balor versus The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, SummerSlam 2019. What else? Let's see here. Let's see. Well, overall, like, those are videos. The SummerSlam match, 5 million views. Most horrifying moments, 3.3 million views. The one where he serenades John Cena, 18 million views. I'm saying, like, you guys are still actively making money off of him. And then most likely, and that's probably why he has to do this whole like cult of Windham stuff, because you're not going to allow him to take the Fiend with him. And that, to me, I'm like, that, you know, and I hear that a lot with WWE, where it's like, you know, there's characters and names and all these other different things that wrestler, like, you know, they can't take with them as they're, you know, moving on to another company. Like, the only way that they'd be able to use that name is when they're with that company. And that's why I'm, you know, at times I'm, you know, because who was it? The wrestler, Evan Bourne. I'm pretty sure that's a unfamiliar or a name that you was like, oh, I remember that name. But for those that are not too familiar with it, it's an unfamiliar name. Evan Bourne used to wrestle maybe like 10 years ago back in WWE. He wrestled for them for some time. Had some, like, you know, pretty dope matches and stuff. Had his sick move where he'll jump, do like a backflip and slam on somebody. It was crazy. But anyways, because he was like the first wrestler I've seen ever do some stuff like that. But anyways, he doesn't even go by Evan Bourne anymore. He goes by a completely different name, and he works for AEW. I didn't even know that until I was looking at him and was like, that man looked familiar. So I was like, okay, that's his name, Evan Bourne. Oh, that's the same person. Okay, so, but anyways, I'm like, you guys are still actively making money from this wrestler, you know, Bray Wyatt and stuff, or Windham, Rotunda. I mean, I don't really know what to call him anymore. I still want to call him Bray Wyatt because that's, you know, the name that still is like stuck in my head and stuff. But anyways, I just feel like that it's kind of messed up how, you know, if this is what's on, because I'm saying, like, and then you had it where a lot of wrestlers were upset over the fact that he was fired. So they're saying, like, oh, he had, like, these, like, you know, backstage, like, antics and stuff where he, you know, like, what is he doing? Like, see, that's the thing where I don't like when people are not too clear on something. Because I'm like, okay, well, what was he doing? What was going on? You guys got to be clear. You can't just be like, oh, well, he had backstage antics. We felt like you would have fired him too. Why would I have fired him? Like, what was going on? Because my thing is this. Bray Wyatt, the man behind Bray Wyatt, had a kid. There's a pandemic. He lost a close friend of his. That's 3 things right there. I'm saying, like, there might have been some other extra stuff that was going on. So I'm thinking in my head, like, hey, yo, if I had a wrestling company, or if I just had any company whatsoever, and there's all these different things going on, all right? And there's this, like, leading wrestler that's actively making us money today. I am doing everything in my power to make sure, like, okay, if he doesn't enjoy his time here in my company, at least I'm gonna make sure of it that he leaves on good terms. I don't want it to be a situation where it's like, okay, he leaves and then, you know, or he felt like he was uncomfortable or that he wasn't welcome or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, probably by corporate, he didn't feel welcome. But I'm like, bro, that's like usually how it is with most jobs, though. Like, when you sit down and think about it, like, there's corporate, you know, people out there. There's corporate people that I've dealt with at my old job. Like, more so with just, you know, bosses and things that they, you know, just didn't handle themselves so well. And it, you know, it led into a situation where I'm like, hey, yo, I don't ever see myself returning back to that place again in my life. Like, I am done. Okay? Why? Because it is management, okay? And I ain't gonna say it was all of management, but there was like a portion of management that just, you know when you have like some food for the first time and it leaves like a bad taste in your mouth? That's how I overall feel. Like, I have a bad taste. Like, that job had caused me stress. It has caused me frustration. Can't go back to that place no more. So, if I find, my thing is this, if I find something else more comfortable, I'm like, fam, I'm gonna go with that. So I'm saying, like, you know, whatever it is, and that's most people. So whatever it is that's going on behind the scenes at WWE, because you hear about it a lot. A lot of stuff be going on behind the scenes. There's not good chemistry. There's a lot of negativity going on, and it seems like that. It don't matter how you guys change it. It don't matter how many generations or what phases WWE goes through. It seems like that there is always some new stuff coming out. I'm saying, like, you got it where today's kids are going to see and hear about stuff, and then then gonna grow up and be like, oh yeah, remember it. Then when them kids, when they have kids, then them kids is gonna be watching wrestling, and there's gonna be things going on there. And I'm saying, like, back when I was a kid, there was stuff going on. Pretty sure when the generation before me, or whoever, it just seems like at least like every decade, I'm gonna make it just a little bit more simpler and stuff. It seems like every decade there is something going on, and now it seems like in the start of this decade we got the Bray Wyatt situation, because I'm saying, like, literally one of the biggest names in wrestling. I'm trying to sit here, and because I'm saying, I remember when I very first watched Bray Wyatt. It was when he made his his main roster debut, and I remember his promo that he cut, and he was like, it was like something about like there ain't no heroes, or there's all this other, like, and bro, I'm telling you, I was obsessed with that promo. Like, he hit home for me with that promo. I'm saying, like, that promo was like, that was like back when I was a kid watching Batista promos and stuff, because he cut it so well. So you got this well thought out wrestler, all right, and he's making you money regardless of who he is, what he's doing. I'm saying, when you had this follow the buzzards Bray Wyatt, when you had like that middle like stage Bray Wyatt, even that middle stage Bray Wyatt where it wasn't even really like following the buzzards and all that other stuff, like it was just he was just Bray Wyatt and things. What I feel like, has he always been just follow the buzzards, then he cut into this Fiend stuff, or was it like follow the buzzards, then there's that middle stage Bray Wyatt? Because I don't really know if there is, I don't really know what to call it. But even that, then regardless of whatever Bray Wyatt existed in WWE, like, fam, it was good, okay? It was amazing. It was dope. And it just seemed, and it's crazy because I'm like his brother. Now, I know his brother, I don't know if his how his brother overall feels about wrestling and stuff, but I'm saying, you guys, if y'all didn't do nothing with him back when they was on NXT, like, you guys could have did something with them when they was on the main roster. Like, I'm saying, you got it where Bo Dallas is, I don't know how he overall felt with his, character and stuff. I don't know whether he liked it or he disliked it. But if he disliked it, I'm saying, like, that type of stuff, like, I don't know if it's, because I feel like what goes on in wrestling is that they tell a wrestler, okay, this is what you're going to go out and do. This is what you're going to go out and say. And yeah, this is how you're going to go out and dress. This is your promos that you're going to cut, all this other stuff. They don't have a say-so in what they want to do. Like, you hear that a lot. You even hear it back then with old wrestlers like Shawn Michaels, where he said that he didn't like his entrance music. But it's you being like this beginning Shawn Michaels, you being the start of it all, okay? Or not the start of it all, but you just like starting off like in WWE. And then you think you're going to be making demands like, oh, change my entrance music because I don't like it. And then I feel like with AEW, it's like, hey, yo, just go out there, okay, do your thing, do what you do best, because we hired you, because we feel like that you're the best. Go out there, kill it. Because I feel like because you don't really hear too many like wrestlers with bad chemistry in AEW. I'm trying, hold on for a second, let me look that up real quick. Wrestlers who don't like each other in AEW, who are not fond of each other. Oh, so this article just came out. No, 10 AEW and WWE superstars who are not fond of each other star in WWE. So these are like AEW stars and WWE stars. Okay, there's that. Next. I'm saying, like, I thought it was like AEW, and okay, well, they're showing, like, I'm thinking like it's gonna be, you know, they're showing like AEW wrestlers who are beefing with WWE wrestlers. I'm like, I meant like so overall it doesn't exist, versus WWE, where it's like you hear that a lot with like wrestlers that don't get along with each other and things. I feel like I'm overall like roasting WWE, and then I'm just, you know, also kind of like, you know, trying to defend Bray Wyatt, because I'm saying like Bray Wyatt doesn't deserve this slander. Like, I'm saying, like, in the recent years, he's been, honestly, because I'm saying, like, what? He debuted, hold on for a second. He debuted in, I think it was like 2012, right? If he did, it doesn't even seem like that. They could, or at least when he debuted in the main roster. Because I'm like, if he debuted in 2012 in the main roster, I'm like, hey, yo, what? Well, no, because he did have, like, the whole Nexus thing going on. So he was technically on the main roster, but it was only for a year, though. And then the Wyatt family, and then there was all like, okay, Wyatt family. So when did they make that main roster debut? Formation, beginnings, Bray Wyatt, developed in 2012, NXT, various feuds, aired promoting the Wyatt family. So it was like 2013. Okay, so it was like 2013. All right. Okay. So it was like, what, a year later? So you have it where there's this wrestler for nearly, like, almost 10 years, okay? Like, 2 more years, 10 years. You had where this wrestler was on your guys' like, you know, main roster, killing it, like, each and every year. Literally main eventing, doing all these other different crazy, you know, matches and things and stuff, cutting dope promos, you know, doing it. Then, like, when he was, like, you know, last in WWE, he had this monstrous beast of a wrestler, The Fiend. You have that, and literally so many names across the wrestling platform where they could have made bank, okay, with them going up against The Fiend. Whether it had been like some small wrestler, whether it had been a big wrestler. But I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, I just feel like that they poorly handled things. You know, to whoever it was behind it. I don't know if it was Vince McMahon. I don't know if it was overall somebody else, but it was somebody. And I'm like, and that's just overall messed up. And I'm like, man, you guys, like, y'all can do better than this. I'm saying, like, it just, like I said, it just seems like every decade there's something going on in WWE. And I'm like, I don't know what it is, but y'all need to fix it, bro, because it's getting scary out here for you guys. I feel like there's going to be something that just goes down in WWE. Honestly, that company is going to see their days. Like, and that's going to be a scary thing. Because I want nothing but the best for them guys. But I'm like, at the rate that it's going, I'm like, fam, it's scary. It is honestly scary what's going on in WWE right now. So, and with them, against them, all of that. So, but anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for tuning in to today's episode. Stay tuned for the next episode. Follow or subscribe if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service. Like and subscribe if you're viewing this on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 38 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Make sure you also use my promo code for SeatGeek, TMossBoss, and it will knock $20 off your first purchase. And make sure you use my supported creator code for Epic Games, TMossBoss, and so on. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.